Hello, church. I am Reverend Dr. Tammy Kuntz. I am a deacon in the East Ohio Conference, and I get to serve as the coordinator for United Methodist Volunteers in Mission and Disaster Response for the North Central jurisdiction. Now, for the alphabet soup, that is the United Methodist Church. We use the acronym UMVIM. I get to serve teams and team leaders, local churches, districts and conferences, and project sites in all things mission through training and resourcing, through networking and connecting. This Christian love in action is what we are called to do. It's how we interact with the world around us. It's who we are as we live in God's mission. First, let me share a bit of background and data with you. VIM is part of the Mission Engagement Office at Global Ministries. We are sibling organizations with nomads and mission volunteers. Now, nomads are the folks with their RVs who take their homes with them as they serve in many places around the U.S. Currently, nomads are finishing up projects in Alabama, Georgia, Indiana, Kansas, and North Carolina, and they're heading off to Florida and Mississippi. Mission volunteers are individuals or couples who serve a minimum of 2 months with communities around the world. Currently, we have 3 mission volunteers from the North Central jurisdiction who are serving in Japan, in Michigan, and in the Democratic Republic of Congo. And yes, we are connected with UMCOR. There are many volunteers who serve with disaster response and long-term recovery projects. I also connect with the coordinators in the other jurisdictions. There are 5 of us in the U.S. The North Central jurisdiction is this bluish part, and it includes 9 states and 10 annual conferences, from Ohio over to Iowa, up to North Dakota, and back around. And this is my mission field. So just for a bit of perspective, the Western jurisdiction includes Alaska, Hawaii, and Guam. The Southeast jurisdiction includes Puerto Rico. North Central might be a smaller jurisdiction geographically. However, you are very busy people. The MVIM network offers guidance, organization, and training for more than 125,000 volunteers each year, serving with the poor, building churches, and assisting in disaster response, community health, and leadership training each year. All of this is available at umvim.org. Resources there are available for U.S. and international mission opportunities, for disaster, for early response teams and long-term recovery teams, for short-term medical and accident insurance for all types of volunteers, and other resources that will assist with training for annual conferences and local churches, including team leader training, train the trainer, connecting neighbors, and early response team training. Additional unique programs and events are available, like mission academies and our regular connections with conference coordinators. Now, each conference has an UMVIM coordinator and a conference disaster response coordinator. These folks work closely together to assure that teams are properly trained, connecting with projects that have been vetted for safety, transparency, and effective mission engagement. Trained team leaders recruit volunteers, and the team engages in God's mission as a medical team, agriculture team, early response, or long-term recovery team. They might lead vacation Bible school or teach first aid or proper dental hygiene. They might build a little house or engage in housing rehab. They might share in a medical clinic or community outreach. Regardless of the type of team or the location of service, the connection of UMVIM and Global Ministries and UMCOR provides a solid framework for individuals and teams to serve safely and with the knowledge that the relationships that are established as we work with our neighbors can be transformational. In Wisconsin, Wes Hurlburt manages the domestic volunteers in mission, and Steve Blake is the international volunteer and mission coordinator. Be sure to connect with them as you plan your mission journeys and share your mission story when you return. Your co-CDRCs, Alice Franks and Lynn Blinkenberg, have been very busy with all the teams coming to assist with the flooding in Milwaukee. Connect with them to see how you might support Milwaukee and the teams serving there. Now, for a little bit of data on teams so far this year. From January to September of this year, there were 1,845 volunteers who served in 21 states and in 26 countries. You have been as far away as Laos and as near as Mexico. A couple projects that draw a good number of teams from the North Central jurisdiction are Manasquintas Mission in Rio Bravo, Mexico, and Mission Guatemala in Panayakel, Guatemala. And we had 150 teams. Now, the disclaimer here is that I could only report to you the teams that report to me. Now, so for those teams that serve locally, all your local churches that serve at food banks and homeless shelters, you are volunteers in mission. Please share your data and share your story. And the 8 teams here from Wisconsin, they've served in Kenya, Estonia, and Latvia, in Illinois, Michigan, Guatemala, at the Wisconsin camps, and in Tennessee. So what's up with East Ohio? These are the local mission projects. I know one church that serves monthly at the Akron Canton Food Bank. So that's 12 teams before they get started with anything else. So remember, anytime you leave the doors of your church to serve, you are a volunteer in mission. Now, the North Central Jurisdiction Youth Mission Journey is our newest project. The team has served in several locations, most recently in Milwaukee. Next year, this team will descend on Detroit, serving with Motown Mission, and I am already planning for Youth 2027. The mission spirit doesn't stop with our young people. Discover Mission is a mission journey for young adults designed as an intentional cultural immersion to serve with and learn from young adults in the host country. Teams served in Puerto Rico and in Mexico in 2024. A team was in Guatemala this past January, serving with missionary Lulu Ramirez. Discover Mission Peru happens at the end of this year. And next year, there's a team going to Zimbabwe. This team's in preparation stages right now. We will serve with the student VIM organization at Africa University. And there's a new Discover Mission team that's forming that will explore John Wesley heritage sites in England following the Global Young People's Convocation in Dublin, Ireland next July. Watch for details on this. So why do we do all this? VIM and CJ works to create opportunities to be the church as we are sent out beyond the building to share in God's mission. Sent out beyond the doors of the church to be the church. Every time you serve beyond the building, you are a volunteer in mission. And now we serve in God's mission in the many places and the many ways God leads us. The mission journey is so much more than a mission trip. It's part of our faith journey. We serve, learn, grow, and come home to share the mission story. Now, we also know that God shows up in unexpected places, at unexpected times, and in unexpected ways. Before, during, and after your mission journey, we help you anticipate what might be expected emotionally, physically, and spiritually as you plan for a safe journey that will stay with you for a lifetime. As we feed the hungry and quench a thirsty soul, we clothe the naked, visit the sick and imprisoned, provide comfort for someone in need, and so much more. Following the example given to us, we work to restore all of creation to the way God intended it to be by doing the Jesus thing in the Jesus way. Reverend Jeremy Bassett said, "It's not so much that the church has a mission, rather that God's mission has a church. And that's us. Thank you for being part of God's mission." Your financial support to UMVIM NCJ helps provide resources and training for volunteers, for programming for youth and young adults, for mission scholarships, and so much more. Your support helps teams across the jurisdiction before, during, and after the mission journey to better anticipate what might be expected emotionally, physically, and spiritually as they plan for a safe journey that will stay with them for a lifetime.